I think this is working finally. Oh, you are with me on my couch. No, I didn't. You can see so much with this camera. There we go. Beautiful. Right, I'm just setting up, so bear with me. Hopefully you don't fall off the stand. You're balancing on a container of flour. Okay, so first of all, can you hear me and can you see me? That'll be one of the most important things. You're on my phone up there, but then just below you, there is a laptop, which will hopefully give me everybody's comments. So don't forget to put your comments on live chat. I'm just trying to pop chat out so we can see. Hopefully I can see it from where I'm sitting. Okay, I can just see it. I need to move my coffee table forward, but I can't, it's heavy. So you are just going to be there. So hi everyone. So you can hear me. Hey Natalie, thanks for joining. Everybody can see me, hear me. Hey second Natalie. Hi Maria, I'm very well, thank you. We've got Diana from California. So today is, for me, a Friday, and it is just gone 12 o'clock midday, and that is when my videos come out. But I was doing my video this morning. I should have done this the other day, but I had no motivation the other day, so I didn't do it. So I was adding links and stuff today, and there was an error in the video. Quite a few. It's my editing program. I don't know what's going on with it. Yeah, so I have to redo that. It's not like re-editing the whole thing, like spending hours. It's just, you know, about 10 minutes. So it's not really much. It's not a problem. It just means that, which I've already done it, I've just got to upload it after this video. But it just means you'll get it next week instead of this week. So yeah. We've got Shell from Ontario from Canada, Christy from Alabama, hey Reva, Sydney from Portland. My laptop writing is really small. Is there a way I can make this bigger? Oh, I can. Oh, look at that. I don't have the best eyesight, and I just made my chat to, I think, 120%. So now I can sit like this and read all the comments. Hey Steph, you finally called it live. Yay! Yeah, this was not planned today. This was planned about 15 minutes ago. Hang on, my phone is going funny. If you could see my setup right now, you would laugh. I'm sure Chantel says that. Chantel, I don't know if you're even going to watch this, but I needed you before. I didn't message you because it was like, I need to figure this out myself. Trying to go live on my laptop. No, it's easier on your phone. You just press a button and it says, do you want to go live? Yep, and off you go. On the laptop, it was really hard. Hey, Annie from Grafton. We've got an Aussie. Oh, we've got a few Aussies in here. We've got Anne from the sunny Gold Coast. Miss Washington, hey, how are you? Claire Milligan from Camrose, Alberta. That is very cool. The weather here is a beautiful day outside. It's sunny. There's not many clouds, but it's winter, so it's cold. It's, oh, I can't tell you because you're on my phone. It's about 10 degrees outside, which I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's chilly and there's a bit of a breeze. I had this on before and I had a scarf on, so it's not too bad. So yeah. The comments on my phone are different to the comments. That's because it's not on live chat. I can't even see the comments. I can see them flashing up, but I've got no idea what they say. Right. We're sorted now. Clay Milligan says, I'm working on an Afghan like what's behind you for my niece who is expecting. Love them. Yeah, this one is my Scraptastic Granny. And that's as long as it is. It's not very wide. It's just big enough to sit on me on the couch. That's what I made it for. And it's not finished. I don't know where it is. Look at this end. Is it this end? Yep. It's not finished because I want to make it longer. So there's ends. Wouldn't be my blanket if it didn't have an end hanging out. So what's everybody crocheting? I really don't have anything on the go that I can just sit and crochet with you guys. So like for video tutorials sort of thing. But I do have this blanket, which it's just a granny square blanket. It's just leftover yarn from projects that I've made for my niece. And also ones that I'm recycling, like this one here. This was a hat that I made her, but it's now too small for her, so we're just recycling it, and I'm going to put it into a blanket. And I don't think my sister's going to watch this video because she doesn't. But that's cool. I think I'm going to give this to my niece. So these used to be projects. This was a newborn thing that I made her, this colour. This purple here was a hat that I made her that didn't last very long. She grew out of it quite quick. The cream, can't remember what that was. No, it's gone, can't remember. Yeah, and some of these are Fibre Lily yarns. You know, Kylie, she's an Aussie yarn dyer, Fibre Lily. Whoop, whoop. The purple is Lovebird Lane, I think. She's another Aussie yarn dyer. So it's a woolen blanket. My sister lives in a place where it's quite cool, so as in temperature wise. She lives up the mountains. So a lovely woolen project will be perfect. Steph's still working on the bobble bag. Oh gosh, I haven't worked with a small crochet hook for a while. Hello from Australia. Can't believe I have started designing. All my basic learning of crochet came from watching your videos. That is so cool. Congratulations. Just got to see what I'm doing. When you do a granny square, do you do a chain one on the straight edge? I don't. And I do a chain two in my corners. Reba's saying it's 84 in Alabama. Oh, give me 84 any day. Is it Chiquita? I'm sure I've just butchered your username. Yeah, chain two in the corner, too much space. Yeah, that's what I have when I have mine. I like my granny stitches to be quite close with not much space, especially in a blanket because it keeps you warm. Oh, Deborah, that's way easier to pronounce. Linda's working on a cotton sweater for fall. Nice. Shells Crochet says, depending on how much drape I want, I do both. If I want more drape with a granny square project or a granny stitch project, I just use a big crochet hook. But I guess if you want your stitches still small, then the chain one in between would definitely give you that drape and also keep your stitches small. Reba's packing up. She wants to switch places. I prefer the warm weather. Not hot, like, don't get me wrong, I don't like really hot weather. But I prefer the warmer weather over the colder weather. And I'm in all sorts of yarn problems here. I love how this was a knitted hat, so when you pull the yarn out, it looks like noodles. I need to get some organisation happening here. I don't even think that's even attached to the thing I'm making. Nope, it's not. So why is it all tangled up in my project? So let's pop that back in that bag. Here's another yarn. This is a Bendigo Woollen Mills. Most Americans probably haven't heard of that, but it's an Australian yarn mill and it's 100% wool. This is a luxury line. It's not I don't know how to say it, but the price is not luxury, but the yarn is. It's really nice, squishy, and soft and lovely. So if you like wool, an Australian Bendigo Woollen Mills, is all this yarn attached, and it's not even attached to my project. It must have just got thrown around the room. I have a feeling this was like a little tunic top that I made. But I have the first jumper I made my niece. This was a knitted one for when she was 1. She's now 2. So I've made her next size up, but the 1-year-old jumper that I made her, I can't pull it apart. I'm really attached to it. I don't know. I mean, I don't have children, but had anybody else had that if they've made something for a niece or like your children, your own children? Could you pull that first project, one of the first projects that you pulled apart? Can you pull it apart? I can't pull it apart. Hey Digo, how are you? Natalie Power's been shopping at the big wool show website. Bendigo's cancelled this year. Yeah, it has been cancelled this year, along with a lot of things. And the Bendigo, the big wool show, or the Bendigo wool show, or Spendigo, is down at the bottom of Australia. Almost the bottom of Australia. And it's on every year, and it's a huge yarn event with sheep and massive. It's Australia's, I think it's Australia's biggest show. Yeah, so it got cancelled for obvious reasons, but they're having it online. Oh, it's on. Oh, Natalie, do I need any more yarn? Hey kids, enjoy your channel. What time is it there for you? It is 12:15 lunchtime. Hey Claire, yay! Another Claire that spells her name right. From Western Australia, how are you? Oh my God, Natalie, you've even left the link. Stop it. Digo, I've missed you too. We haven't chatted for ages. I need to do more live chats, they're fun. First ever project I did was a circle blanket rug you did in 7 tutorials. Yes, that has been quite popular recently. A lot of people have been sharing photos. It's awesome to see photos of projects that you've completed. Hey Michelle, how are you? You look cold. Well, it's winter. Sure, it's not Canadian winter cold, but it's poor old Aussie cold. It's less than 10 degrees Celsius outside, so that's cool. I've got no heating on, so I do have a jumper and I've got a flannelette shirt underneath. I do have a jumper on, so if I put the heater on, it would actually be too warm. Plus it saves on bills if I don't put the heater on. But don't get me wrong, I'm not freezing. My hands are chilly, but that's about it. Ruth Ann, she's in sunny California. Jealous. I mean, it's sunny here, but it's not warm. Sidru is working on your first poncho. Congratulations. Ponchos are fun. Reba says it's 9:15 p.m. where you are. Cold hands, warm heart. That's what I reckon. I know it's winter or coming on winter when my nose, feet, and hands are cold. And that's when it's in my family. That's when it's officially winter. Like just me and hubby. I'm like, it's officially winter. My hands, feet, and nose are cold. Basically, my feet are cold throughout the whole of winter. Not constantly, but yeah. So welcome everybody to the chat. We have 43 people in the chat right now and 22 thumbs up. So if everybody could give a thumbs up when they've joined or during the chat, that'd be fantastic. Steph said bubble bag, but I meant the popcorn bag. Doing 16 rounds for each square. I totally knew what you meant because everyone calls it the bubble bag, even though it's a popcorn stitch, but it's all good. Maybe I need to make a bubble bag. Rosie is saying, I'm late, what are you making? So anybody that came in late, this is just a granny square blanket I'm making, and these yarns used to be something that I made for my niece. So the purple here used to be, I thought it used to be a hat, but I don't think it wasn't a hat. It was a little vest that I made. The pinky one there, I can't remember what I said before, but I think it was either a little dress, like a tunic top, or it was a hat. I know they're on my Ravelry account, so yeah. I know one of them was definitely a dress, one was definitely a hat, and then one, oh, I know what it might have been. I made like a little granny square top for her. When she was tiny, she's now 2, so she was tiny. So what my sister's well into recycling and, you know, giving things a second life, which is good, especially when it comes to yarn. I mean, she sold a couple of things that I made and, you know, I gave permission, but there were a few things I said, no, give them back to me and I will recycle them. So I think this used to be the dress, because look at the size, the amount of yarn. This was a little granny square top. It's all coming back now that the size balls. And then the purple was definitely a vest. You can find it on my Ravelry account if you want to go and see what it looked like. And then there was this one that I've got to add in, which was a knitted jumper, is also on my Ravelry account under my projects. And did I say it used to be a jumper? It didn't used to be a jumper. This is what was left over from the jumper. The jumper I can't pull apart because I'm totally attached to it, because it was the first knitted jumper I made my niece. And for some reason, I can't pull it apart. Thank you, Michelle. I love the colours too. I have no idea how I'm going to add that yellow in because it doesn't really go with these colours. But anyway, it has to go in because it was yarn from a project I made for my niece. Robin, how are you? I need to do more lives, don't I? Maybe I can do like once a month. Every week is a bit too much. Barbara Downing saying, hi from Indiana, love your channel. And do you crochet it without looking at it? Yes, I can. Only with the granny stitch though, because I'm going by feel, and then Crochet who stitches fall off your hook. I'm going by feel. I need to make a video on how to crochet without looking. It's not just by, it is by feel, but it's not just by feel with the stitches. It is, so what I did, I can tell you now, but I'll probably make a video about it. I'm feeling the stitches click off the hook. Now, that might sound ridiculous, but if you close your eyes, just crochet, don't worry about if you make a mistake. Close your eyes and you can feel the stitches sort of clicking, like tapping, clicking on your crochet hook. That sounds ridiculous, I know. So I'm feeling for that. And also I've crocheted for 19 years. So the motion is like, it's like memory, muscle memory. So the motion, I know if it feels wrong, then something's wrong. Uh-oh, I'm about to play yarn chicken. Yeah. Oh dear. I wonder. That yarn looks like the yarn that's in there, so maybe I can just fudge it a little bit. Crestline Iceberg says, do you also knit as well? Yes, I can knit as well. I've been knitting I would say 5 years, maybe 6 years now. I can't remember. I think it's on my Ravelry account when I started, but I'm not sure. I would class myself as I'm an intermediate knitter, but on the beginner end of intermediate. Thanks, Michelle. MMM85 says, evening Claire, it's been a while. Since I've seen you. I'm assuming that's supposed to say. Hope you and your family are safe from the virus. Yes, we are. Thank goodness. Yes, Michelle, I know. I have all those ends to sew in. Oh, thank you, Natalie. Thank you for putting in my Ravelry account link there. Saju, sorry. Can you teach me how to mosaic crochet? I'd love to, but I don't know how to do it. I've never tried it myself. That's a knot. So if I learned to crochet, I was looking at it the other day. There is actually a lady on YouTube. I don't know her name, so I may know her name here. And she does is it the Havana cow? No, crochet along, Havana blanket, I think. She has got videos on YouTube. So I'm going to, you know, when I have some spare time, check that out. Barbara's saying, a video would be great. I'm 73 and still can't do that. Oh, I'm about to run out of yarn. Yeah, I should do a video. I need to make some notes. I have no pen. Someone send me a message. Hey, Michelle. Or Natalie, can you message me and say, make a video about how to crochet without looking? I'm trying to get this purple yarn. It's not going to plan. No, there's no fires at the moment. They'd be burn offs, they're like control burn. Yeah, Mosaic crochet is on my list to learn too. No, it's not Pippi Poppycock, although they may have tutorials. So Drew's saying she's done the Apache Tears. I think that is the same lady, the same designer. Thanks, Michelle. Did you just hear your message come in? Oh, no, it's Natalie. I can see your message too. Thank you. Oh, funny. It just said make a tutorial on what I just said about. Linda Martin is asking, can anyone help a stroke victim relearn knit and crochet? Hang on, I've got ends everywhere. I'm not sure how to do that, Linda. How do I say it? Can you just learn again, like start from the beginning and like learn a chain and then the stitches? Or is it something else that you have trouble with? Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, thanks, ladies. I really appreciate the messages because I will totally forget about it. How is the sound on this? I'm in a really big room compared to normal. So I'm hoping that the sound is going straight to my phone rather around the room and it's really quiet. I can't get you much closer. I can, but not too much closer to me because the coffee table's too far away. Hi, Denise. Good evening from Northeast Ohio. Brittany Morris, hello. Hey, Claire, so glad I caught you on live. Awesome. Today we're just chatting about crochet. I'm just making a granny square. It's going to be a big continuous granny square blanket. I don't think I've ever made one of those. I don't think I have. Crazy, right? Linda Martin is saying, I've been trying to learn again. I seem to have lost all muscle memory. I think you could, I'm pretty sure you could get it back. I guess it's just that repetitive motion of the stitch. I remember trying to learn to knit about 5 years ago and watching Erin from Gimme Yarn 418 here on YouTube. And she was saying that if you're learning to knit, you've got to wait until you have muscle memory. And I'm thinking, what on earth is muscle memory? I didn't understand what it meant. And she's like, oh, your muscles will remember what to do, or like it'll just be that constant repetition. And I'm thinking, sure, yeah, whatever. It's not going to work. But one day I realized I did a knit stitch without looking, and I thought, that must be what muscle memory is. Or you don't think about, like you don't really concentrate and have to think about what you're doing. And that's when you realize, hey, finally it's clicked. Okay, not too echoey. Oh, that's good, because it is quite a big room. Natalie Powell's asking, are you turning after each row? Nah. I haven't got time to remember that. I mean, I should, because it'll help keep it all straight, but I'm not. Okay, so I've joined in a new purple. It is different to the one I had before, but hey, it's close enough. It's literally a scrap blanket, but I want to have each row the same color. I don't want to have like two colors within a row, if I can help it. Hey, Crystal. Leanne, hey, Leanne. I just saw your hello comment, but then I can see another one. We've got Bob Curran from Northwest Queensland, Australia. Mustering is on, so I've caught a live during my quick cuppa. Mustering, that's so cool. I'm assuming cattle. Is it cattle? And if it, or whatever it is, if it's horses or cattle, or whatever, sheep, how many are there? Look at that. Noodles. Boing, boing. This is going to go bad because I only want the purple and not the other colour. I should start winding it off. Oh no, my comments have just scrolled really fast. Sherry is working on a granny dress. That's so cool. I've got one. I'm just making granny squares at the moment, but I plan for it to be a granny square dress. At the moment, it's probably only big enough for a skirt. Linda's saying it's especially frustrating when you can't do something you do without even thinking about it. I used to knit and crochet a lot. I could just imagine how much frustration that is. And I guess it's just like learning again. Maybe if you had any bad habits, they'll go this time. I have bad habits. I don't sew my ends as I go. Even though I always tell you to do it. We've got Giselle, I think it is, from Jacksonville, Florida. Linda's asking, will the blanket have a border? Probably. I would say so. Hey, Rebecca. Oh. Fluff. Caught me on a live. Very cool. We've got Thief Roz from Western Oz. So Bumps mustering cattle. Very cool. Tracy from Orlando. Hey Denise, took me 3 months after my hand surgery to be able to crochet like I had before the surgery. Just watching videos of others crocheting helps. It jogs your memory on how to do the process. I should be really winding this purple into a ball. Oh wait, no, is that a my crochet? I don't even know anymore. Let's wind this off. Oh dear. I'm just reading comments and not concentrating on what I'm doing. Ooh, there's a chill in on my neck. Hey, EJ's daughter. Excuse me. Steph says, I would rather untangle a yarn wrapped than weave in ends. Me too. Thanks, EJ's daughter. This is the Scraptastic Granny. It was a Christmas Eve cast on a few years ago. Still haven't finished it. There's a few ends that need sewing in, but I don't care because it keeps me warm when I'm on the couch. It's normally on my lap, but I thought I'd put it up there so you guys can check it out too. Tracy's saying it looks like we've got at least 3 Floridians. Is that how you would say it? Linda's saying it would be great not to relearn the bad habits. Totally. Tony's finished the me shawl from the pattern tutorial. It's turned out great. Love working with the pattern. I don't wear them. I just love to crochet them. Hope you're safe. Anybody else like that? I've heard that quite a number of times. I am safe too, by the way. That people, you know, it might be a shawl, but they don't wear them, but they just love making them. Tony, what do you do with yours? Do you just give them for friends or sell them or charity or anything? EJ's daughter says, would you hold up what you're working on? I see purple. It's, oh, I'm showing you the ugly side. All my ends taken out. That's much prettier. Oh, there's a few ends down there. Who cares? Really, who cares? It's real, isn't it? Like, what is that stitch marker? I don't even know. It's not doing anything. Hopefully, because now I don't remember where it was. Yeah, just a granny square. It's going to be just one big one. And I'm just using up yarn that used to be a project that I made for my niece. That used to be a little granny square, jumpery type cardigan thing. I can't even remember what it was. I know it was granny stitch anyway. That was a little dress, tunic style top. And this is leftovers from a jumper that I knitted for her. And this one that I'm currently using, the purple, the darker one, this one, that used to be a hat, but it doesn't fit her anymore. So I am recycling, because this yarn costs a lot of money because it's all wool. And instead of just saving it or hanging on to it in project form, I've pulled them apart and I'm recycling it, and it's going to go into a blanket. I know my sister's not going to watch this video. It's going to be a blanket for my niece. So not only have I made her the projects, she's actually getting a second use out of it. And I want to make the blanket big enough so that she can just really snuggle under it for quite a few years. All right, so I'm going to change colour. And I'm not going to sew on my ends because I can't be bothered. I know what I will do though, I'll just weave them through. That might help. That's almost like sewing them in. That's quicker too. I'm currently working on a 6-day kid blanket by Betty McKnitt. That sounds good. She also says she loves wearing crochet, but I do gift them and donate them as well. Thank you, Linda. It has got very pretty colours in it. Yep, sewing in ends is crochet torture. They always end up with my best friend. She's obsessed with them. She won't let me give them to anyone else. She's a huge yarn enabler. Tracy's saying that it was insanely hot where she is. In the Sunshine State. Is that in America? Because, where's the end? Because I think Queensland, we call that our sunshine, look, say that 5 times fast. Sunshine State. I'm pretty sure we call that, like this Australian state, it's the one above where I am. Pretty sure we call that the Sunshine State too. Because it's always lovely and warm there. We've got Adriana from Brazil. welcome. Gabby Lee says, I love purple. What's everyone's favourite colour? See if you can leave a love heart for your favourite colour. If not, just write it if it's easier. Thank you, Leanne. Welcome back, Digo. It's only me's in the UK and it's 3:45 a.m. Are you up early or up late? Uh-oh. It's not working. I think I'm up to where I've sewn in ends or something and it's, yeah, I am. It's getting snagged. Hey Vicky, welcome from Tennessee. How's your husband? I got the right person, hopefully. Leanne's is green, favourite colour. Fee from Oz is purple. Oh, we've got another purple, another green, blue. Mine's blue. Michelle likes all the colours. Crystal likes all the colours pretty much too. Yeah, rainbow colours. I love rainbow colours. And do you prefer bright colours or fluff? Bright colours or pastel colours? Or are you more of a neutral, like earthy tones type? I'm just flicking yarn ends everywhere. Good night, Denise. Thank you for joining. I should say it up this way. My comments are down here, but I've got my camera up there, so excuse me for looking down all the time. Vicky said her husband's tired. He's now fire chief of the town. Wow, that's cool. That's a very important job. And you also like lots of colours. Yeah, Natalie, I know yours is pink. And Natalie Power, hers is going to be purple. Hey, Tammy. Welcome from North Carolina. It's only me, just said, I just woke up and had a quick look on YouTube. I can't even see properly yet. I still got sleep in my eyes. I won't be here long. We'll be going back to sleep. Well, thank you for the quick chat. Daigo loves amigurumi. And Kay's Crochet loves any shade of green as long as it's not with... as long as it's not pink green. I'm with you there. Oh, funny. You guys crack me up. Hey, Crochet Pink Kelly. How are you? I've just made a knot in my yarn. Does anybody get satisfaction from undoing knotted yarn? Like, especially when you have a yarn ball that's just like gone everywhere. I don't know why, but it relaxes me. Is that weird? A lot of people just say it frustrates them, so they just chop it. Natalie is making a blanket using pink, purple, and blue at the moment. And I just thought some pastel kind of colours in similar colours to make another blanket. Wow, pretty. Tony, question. I would like to start making some cat or dog blankets to donate to our local shelter. as a thank you, are there any of your patterns you would suggest or stitches that can be good to use? That is a great question. I don't know. Would you use a more closed stitch because their little paws might get stuck in like a granny stitch? But then the granny stitch is really quick to work up, so. Carolyn Dickinson, thank you for your love in my channel. You like purple and green. Are you in the Blue Mountains? My sister's up that way too. She's in Katoomba. And that's why I'm making a woolen blanket for my niece, because it gets pretty fresh up there. Oh, the fluff out of this hat is making me sneeze. Ugh. Look, I've only got the band left now. Good night, Crystal. Oh, I've got to blow my nose now. It's full of fluff. Shell doesn't mind untangling yarn, but I get the most satisfaction when hubby agrees to do it for me. Oh, thank you. My mum used to say, once a kiss, twice a kiss, 3 times a letter. So apparently I'm getting a kiss. I only ever sneeze twice. I'd never generally sneeze once or more than 2. It's odd. Almost like a joke. Like if I sneeze, I'll be like, where's the next one? We have wound the ball. And yeah, it's a shame to undo projects that you've made, but this one got slightly felted because it accidentally got put through the wash. Like my sister didn't know it was in there. I don't know if my niece was helping, you know, helping do the washing and putting stuff in there, but it got slightly felted, yes, so it didn't fit my niece no more. But that's okay. She got plenty of wear out of it. Still more. It's a never-ending ball, this one. It's only me. Why aren't you using your yarn winder? Because I'd have to get up and go and get it. I would do it if it was like a whole ball of yarn. I wouldn't sit there and wind a whole ball. That's just ridiculous. But yeah, it's attached to a bench down the other end of the house. A booger blanket. I've missed something. I know you didn't want the puke green, but now you've got a booger blanket. Yeah, Kay's Crochet Haven. It's the sneeze thing. It's weird, isn't it? Oh my goodness, Tracy's co-worker would always sneeze 16 or 18 times. Wow. You'd almost fall over because you were sneezing so much. Is it allergy season at the moment in the US? Funny noise. Ooh. I haven't got time for knots and I cannot find my scissors. Where are they? Does anybody have a yarn winder? I've got a yarn winder. They're really good. I've got 2 actually. I've got one for like 100 grams, which is 3.5 ounces. And I've also got one that will do 200 grams, which is roughly, why do I have that piece? Is roughly about 7 ounces. We've got 61 people watching. That's got to be a record. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Thank you for joining, everyone. I really, really appreciate it. EJ's daughter saying it's always allergy season. Kansas is the worst state for allergies. Why is that? Oh, it's allergy time. Daigo's wide as his fingers and hands. So Tony's highly recommending the Knit Picks brand yarn winder, but not the Michelle's brand. Mine is, I think it's a Singer. It's red and white. It's fantastic. And I got mine secondhand on eBay for, I think, $15. It was really cheap. I find them really hard to find at a cheap price, so I've actually got two. I've got a spare one because I was worried the $15 one would break, and the next other one cost me, I think it was $30 on eBay. The $15 one I got was a complete fluke. Like, that's super cheap. But some of them are terrible. Some of the arm winders. I'm gonna add this yellow in. Should I put it in after the purple? I've got to add it in, so I may as well add it in somewhere. Oh, now my nose is itchy from the fluff. Michelle's asking how my little rabbit Poppy is going. She's really cute. She's outside at the moment. Well, she lives outside. She's not an inside rabbit. Hubby would have an absolute fit if she came inside. Even if I snuck her in. No, my luck, she'd do a wee. And he'd know. Crochet Me Pink Kelly says, I've got the Knit Picks one, but it only holds a small amount of yarn. If you buy bigger skeins, get the biggest one you can find. Yep, totally agree. I got my big one. I got that on Amazon. I need to link that, don't I? I need to link that in on my website. I've got a page. Natalie, I don't know if you're still there, but if you are, could you chuck the link in? If not, doesn't matter. There's a link on my page called My Favorite Products, like a tab, and then if you open that tab, it'll say My Favorite Products. In there is all my affiliate links. So if you're ever going to buy anything from Amazon, Knit Picks, what else is on there? There's a few others. Go purchase via that link. It doesn't matter, like if Amazon, if you click on buy one, like my Amazon links are for crochet hooks and project bags. You don't need to buy those. You can go on there. Thank you, Natalie. Appreciate it. You can go on there to the Amazon link via my website and then go and buy something else. It doesn't matter if you don't buy that product that I've listed. And the affiliate links, if you don't know, if you purchase something through those links, it gives me a little, really teeny tiny commission. Like it's like cents, it's 20, 40 cents on a purchase. And that's what helps me keep my video tutorials and written patterns free. If I don't have these affiliate links, and if you don't watch adverts on my videos, I don't make a wage. And I can't keep my stuff free. So if I'm not making a wage, I'm going to have to start charging for patterns and stuff, which I don't want to do because they've been free for so long. EJ saying yellow will work. I think it looks all right. It's going to be a scrappy blanket, even though it's quite planned on that middle section. Tracy says purple and gold are the Orlando City FC colours. Go Lions. Crochet Pink says, I've used my hands for so many years winding balls, I forgot I have a ball winder. It's only me. My son in Australia, he's been there since last October, doesn't want to come home because of virus. He's working on a new school just as a labourer. He's an electrician by trade. What part of Australia is your son in? She is good, isn't she, Michelle? Natalie's very quick on the links. Appreciate it too. Thanks, Sidro. I can only just read the usernames. Appreciate you joining us here on the chat. FC's football club, we call it soccer. Yeah, we call it soccer here too. Tracy's ball winder has a name. It's called Joseph. He's in the other room on his on his computer. I thought you actually named your ball winder Joseph. Now I get it. Sid Rue. There we go. I'm terrible at pronouncing anything. Can't even say pronounce. How do you get your continual granny square not to twist? I am not 100% sure on that answer. Everyone's got their own theory, but I've heard that if you turn at the end of each round, it helps keep it straight rather than twisting, because it twists in a direction and it will normally twist in the direction that you're crocheting. So if you turn at the end of each round, it'll like counterbalance the turning. That's what I've heard. Does anybody else have any other suggestions from stopping it from turning? Yeah, Tracy, oh, it's hilarious. It's only me's son is in Griffith, New South Wales. I've heard it's very nice out that way. He's out in the country. Yeah, Vicky, that's what I've heard about if you're talking about the granny squares. I've never tried it myself. I'm too lazy to turn because I'll just forget to do it. Natalie, is that where Griffith? It's a... I can't get my tongue around that one. I did not really know where it was, but I knew it was in the countryside somewhere. So there you go. So is everybody getting lots of crochet in the last few months? I actually haven't crocheted. I'm going to sneeze again. Will there be two? Oh, no, it's gone. Yeah, I haven't actually crocheted in quite a few weeks. I haven't knitted either. I just, yeah. I just didn't feel like it. I've been struggling, to be honest, the last few months. Just with motivation for work. But yesterday I sat down, I did force myself to sit down and start doing some filming. I was like I'm halfway through a tutorial. Because I thought if I don't force myself, I'm not going to go and sit down and I'm just going to keep putting it off. So I forced myself to go and sit down. And would you know, I enjoyed it. I don't know why I don't just go and do it, because I enjoy it. I get more anxiety about thinking about going to do it than I do when I actually film. Oh, thank you, 63 watching, 63 likes. Woohoo! We're evens. No, it's now at 65 to 64. We were even for a little while. Oh, this fluff is right up my nose. Oh, Michelle, you lived in Penrith. I'm sure you've already told me that. That was about 45 minutes from where I used to live. Tracy's grandfather was in the thing just scrolled. My nose is itchy now. Now I need some tablets that make me stop getting an itchy nose. His grandfather was in the Navy and stationed in Sydney for a while. He loved Oz. It was his favourite duty station. Sydney's beautiful too. I mean, sure, it would have been a lot different back then, but it still would have been beautiful. Wow, Barbara has crocheted 4 blankets in the last 3 months. Tony took a 2-month hiatus from crocheting, wasn't feeling it, and got back into sewing and purchased a Cry-Cut Explore and became a little obsessed. What? Can you explain to me what those things do? I've said we have a craft store in Australia called Spotlight, and I'm subscribed to their catalogue, so I get, and it also comes up on Facebook ads. And those Cry-Cut, I'm sure I'm saying that right, machines all up in the ads or in the catalogue, and I have no idea what they are. Sure, I could Google it, but I have never Googled. Daigo says, that looks familiar to my first granny square blanket I made with the same colours. I was testing my skills at granny square crocheting. That's so cool. Hey Mildred, how are you? Oh, my nose is really itchy now because of the fluff. Ah! Mildred says that she's been knitting, but got disinterested for a couple of weeks. It just happens, doesn't it? Catherine says made 3 mile-a-minute blankets during lockdown. Wow. Here in New Zealand. What part of New Zealand are you in, Catherine? Crochet with Pink says, I've been the same, been dealing with some stuff, so I haven't been in the mood to do anything, including crochet. Yeah. Sorry that's happening for you too. Just gotta pull yourself out of it. That's what I'm telling myself, not you. Well, you too, but I'm telling myself. Good, just get on with it. Ah, it's pronounced cricket. What was I was saying Cry-Cut. It's not even spelt like cricket. Natalie's saying she's done more crochet in the last 3 months, or last few months, than she has in the last few years. It's like that, isn't it? Ah, so they cut paper and cloth, etc. Do not need another hobby. Do not need another hobby. Brittany lost to crochet for a while until you moved into a new place, which is 4 bedrooms, and made 1 craft room, and all of a sudden got it back, thankfully. That's so cool. Ah, Catherine's in Napier in the North Island. I've never been there, but it is said to be stunning. Napier. Is that Bay of Islands? Napier. I think there's a yarn shop there. Skeins, am I correct? Something's in Napier. Or is it near August Nights, which is a retreat type thing? Vicky says, I see that Lovecraft's pink colour on your blog. It's very, is it pretty and pink in person? I'm a pink lover. I cannot remember what colour it is, but the Stylecraft yarns are all really pretty, which is what that yarn was. I think that one was, what's it called? Fondant. I mean, it's, you know, you might think it's pretty, and I mean, I might think it's pretty and you may not think it's pretty, but I think it is very pretty. The fondant is a brighter pink, but there's not really a colour in their brand that I don't like. Now they're saying Kim, aka Spanner Chink, uses hers to make logos on bags and shirts, etc. But you can put vinyl on cups or bottles. Ah, right. It's all making sense now. That'll be so much fun. Crocheting Pink says, yes, I'm crocheting while watching you, so thanks for helping. Very welcome. You can do so much on a die cut machine. Mine, you can cut adhesive vinyl, iron on vinyl, wood and fabric. You can create all kinds of things on it. I plan on making gift tags to attach. That's so cool. I don't need them. Hawke's Bay. And yes, Gaines is here. I knew I'd do it for a reason. It's got to be related to yarn. Tony's making lots of gifts this year because she wants to have homemade or handmade this year. Anybody else doing that this year, having homemade gifts or handmade gifts? It's kind of hard here because unless you're making toys or something, handmade gifts, especially if they're crochet or knitted, it's too warm. Our Christmas is in summer, so no one is going to be wanting to wear a woolly hat. But I do make jam and things like that, so I could always give those as gifts. I think I might have done that last year. I gave, as well as other things, to my sister and my dad. I think I gave them, I'm sure there was some jam or something in there. Thank you, Natalie, for my website link. I really appreciate it. It's only me who's going. Thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it. Good night. Chris has been making hats for the Hats Not Hate program and has also learned to do brioche knitting. I've never learned to do that. It looks fantastic. Tracy can't knit unless it's Tunisian. I was that person too, but I was determined to learn. Hey, Cherry from Akron, Ohio. She has a yarn addiction. Michelle's asking, have I made any stuffies? No. I don't crochet toys. It hurts my hands. Christmas in Florida can be very warm too, but in places like Maryland, where I grew up, it's very cold. Does Florida ever get... Oh gosh, I've just put like 5 stitches in the one thing. Probably should check, shouldn't I, before I find them on the next row. Oh, there's only 2 stitches in that one there. Dang it. See, if you don't watch, you put too many or not enough. Everybody put in the frog emoji because that's just what happened. So how warm would it be in Florida for Christmas, like Christmas-ish? Digo said when I retired, I received lots of yarny goodies from my co-workers. That's awesome. Your co-workers rock. And you've been making things for family and friends. Vicky Lee says, corner to corner gets me every time. I got so mad once I wanted to throw it out, all my crochet stuff. As of today, I still not got that understood. You and me both. I have never done a corner to corner. I've watched someone do one and I was like, nah, too much concentration. Thank you for all the frogs. Oh, I've done 4 stitches. I cannot count to 3 apparently. You wouldn't think it'd be that hard. 80s Fahrenheit, so that's quite warm for winter. I'm not sure what that is in Celsius, but I know 100 is 40. Let's ask Google, she'll know. Hey Google, what is 80 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius?
Is equivalent to 26.667
26 degrees Celsius. That is a beautiful winter's day, like warm winter's, a warm day, not a winter day. So yeah, that is warm for Christmas for America. So who has made a corner to corner project? I have never made one. I don't even think I've tried. I'm just one of those people that goes, nah. It looks hard. It's probably not. I know that, what's her name? I've had a blank, but she's My Hobby is Crochet. Kinga, I think her name is. My Hobby is Crochet has awesome corner to corner patterns of animals, and you make them all and make them into a blanket, like little blocks. They're beautiful. I subscribe to her newsletter, so I get them. I think it was last year that she did a whole blanket each month. Like you got a new design. I'm pretty sure all the patterns are free too, which is good. Okay, so a lot of people have made the corner to corner. Chris is saying you're not really a crocheter until you're an uncrocheter. Yep. Okay, so apparently it's not that hard to do, according to Natalie. Natalie is Andrew, by the way, guys. If I keep saying Natalie, there's no Natalie there. Terry's thinking of doing the corner to corner. Okay, so lots of you have done lots of corner to corner. The only versions I've done is a granny stitch. I've never done that, whatever the other stitch is. And Carla's actually making a corner to corner now. So there you go. and you've used it quite a lot. Well, I know a lot of people make corner to corner, but personally, I've never tried. I don't know why, but I can imagine Natalie sending me a message, reminder, try the corner to corner. It's not going to happen. Steph, I'm with you. My brain can't get it either. I don't think I've tried it, but I remember watching a lady do it thinking, what? Yeah, it just doesn't sink in. Natalie just sent me a message and it says try corner to corner. It comes up on my phone. Yes, it is Friday over here, and it is almost 20 past 1. Wow, we've been talking for an hour and 20 minutes. I'm quite enjoying it. So, and I haven't crocheted on this blanket for ages, so there you go. I need to. It's usually my road trip car. Road trip car? That doesn't make any sense. Road trip project. But I haven't been on any big road trips lately, so I haven't really worked on it. The brick stitch. Brick stitch. Oh, that might be a different one to the one I've got. But yeah. Lots of different patterns, corner to corner. Oh, Brian H is spinning. That's cool. If I make a corner to corner video, you'll promise to try it every day. I don't even know how to do it, so I've got to practice. Okay, has anybody got some good recommendations for a corner to corner video for someone who has no idea how to do it? It's going to be Friday in half an hour at Tracy's place. Cherry, what is Thunder from Down Under? I have a feeling I know what it is, but I'm not quite sure. Oh, Natalie's made a shawl with a corner to corner pattern. Oh, like Bella Coco. Yeah, Natalie, that was who I had in mind that I thought would have a good tutorial. I have to check it out. Never say never. That's what my mum taught me. No, what you taught me. Yeah, just recently. Wanted to say thank you for all you do your live tutorials and written patterns. You taught me how to read them. I said I would never be able to. Oh, yay, Tony. Good on you, mate. And you're very welcome. Bag a Day or Jada in Stitches, Crochet Crowd, Secret Yarnery. Okay, so there's lots of good tutorials. I have to check them out. Don't hold me to it because I don't promise. Yep, Cherry, that's what I thought it was. Never seen them. Okay, so the Secret Yarny has good ones, so that's good. Krista's hilarious. She's so lovely. Tracy, I did the entrelac I did a project years and years and years ago with that. I wouldn't have a foggiest how to do it now. But I think it's Beth in Texas has one with all the little squares and they all, which is what Untrack is, right? Yeah, I think it is. And I made a project. I don't even know where that is now. I'd say it's either been donated or gifted because I have not seen it for years. And I've gone through everything I own and had a good chuck out, so. Apparently there's almost a 2-minute delay of when a comment is posted to when I read it. Yeah, because there's so many, I'm trying to catch up. If you like videos over the other, you make it simple and easy to follow along. Oh, I like your videos over the other. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Kayla. I think that's right. Digo, funny you should ask. I was helping Adele and Deborah, aka, I cannot say that word, via video on how to do a corner to corner earlier today. Aha. It is always scary trying to think new things, definitely. Justine's just made the messy bun hat and into Mosaic crochet at the moment. You might know the answer to this, Justine. There is a lady here on YouTube that has Mosaic crochet tutorials, and I'm pretty sure it's the designer of the Havana cow. I keep saying cow. It's not a cow, it's a blanket. And I know she has a shawl design, which is amazing. That's very pretty. And I know there's other designs that she's done, but I can't remember the name of them. But do you know that lady's name? I've subscribed to a YouTube channel, but if you type in Mosaic crochet, I'm sure she would come up in a search. I'm pretty sure that English is not her first language, and she might be German or something. And I can't search for it because I've got a phone up here and my computer down there. Tina from Iceland. I can't remember. I don't know any names or anything, but yeah. Anyway, she has got Mosaic crochet tutorials for the beginners. And when I watched them the other day, I only watched them. It looked easy to do. Like, she was very good at explaining what you needed to do. At a good pace as well, like not real fast. So, got to take it slow when you're learning. Kristen may have, from Good Knit Kisses, she may have some Mosaic crochet tutorials. I'm not sure, to tell you the truth. Yeah, thank you, Tony. Looking nice with the purple. I was going to do another... Man, my words today are not coming out right. I'm going to do another purple row. And then I'm going to do another yellow row. Noodles. I need to search for that lady. Let's see if I can search on my computer without losing everyone. going to bug me until I find who it is. So what is everyone drinking at the moment? I have water. That's all I have in my water bottle. Yes, did someone say Tina from Iceland? Tinna. I cannot pronounce, I don't know if that's her last name or what, but I cannot pronounce it. But it's called Beginner's Guide to Mosaic Crochet, and there's a lesson 1, lesson 2, I think there might be a lesson 3, but she has all different types of videos. Let's see if I can... see if I can share the link. So if you right click on that, that should come up. Oh, lots of people have got water too. Hi Kim, welcome to the chat. No, we're still chatting. We've been chatting for an hour and a half. It does not feel like an hour and a half. I've been chatting for an hour and a half. But we've had people come in and out. Michelle's saying that Marley Bird may have done one. Talking about Mosaic Crochet, you've just tuned in. And what we're drinking. So lots of people are drinking water. Someone's got some apple juice. I love apple juice. It's really yummy. Christy's got some Dr. Pepper. Oh, so is Kay. I don't think I've ever tried Dr. Pepper. Good night, Barbara. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh, Shawls Crochet Shell Crochet is going too. Good night. Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it, and for the chats and comments. Justine needs a drink, but she's too lazy to go downstairs. Kim, I think I've got the right person. Natalie, have I got the right person? Kim Nelson is the lady that we were talking about that has the the cry cup machine. The cricket. That'll make total sense if you were here earlier on in the chat. I'm not going mad completely. Good night, EJ's daughter. It's getting late for lots of people now, I know. I really appreciate you coming in and joining in the chat. Hopefully we can do this again soon. Michelle's asking, is Dr. Pepper in Australia? I have seen it. I couldn't tell you if it was in mainstream supermarkets, but I have seen it in specialty shops, like ones that sell, like you can get shops that sell, what do you call it? Like international food, like, what's the word? Can't think. But you'll go into a lolly shop or candy shop, and it will be from all countries around the world. So it's kind of like a specialty candy shop. I have seen Dr. Pepper in those stores. I know I've seen it, and you can buy it, but I'm not sure if it's sort of on the supermarket shelf in all the like main shops. Ah, I've got the wrong Kim. Sorry, Kim. I always thought you were the same person. completely different last names. Why did I not remember that? That's cool. Now we've got 2 Kims instead of 1 that I thought were the same people. Daigo's considering opening the bottle of wine. Do it. Do it. Justine, I'll show you in 1 stitch time. I'm making a blanket. If you've been here for most of the chat, you'll probably sick of hearing this. But I'm making a... Oh, that yellow looks really good between those purples. Anyway, making a blanket. It's just going to be a giant granny square. And I'm using yarn that is either leftover or was something I made for my niece. So this was leftover from a knitted jumper that I made her. And if you want to check them out, they're on my Ravelry account. This used to be a little vest that I made, and this was like a tunic top stock dress almost. It was more of a top on her. They used to be a project, but I pulled them all apart because I just didn't want the project just to sit there and someone just to hang on to it just for the sake of it. So my sister gave them back to me because she's into recycling and upcycling and all that. And giving clothes a second life or a third life or whatever. And I'm making pulling it apart and then just make it into a blanket. This dark purple here, this was a knitted hat that I made her. As you can tell, the yarn is crinkly. But yeah. And then when I've got it big enough, when I think it's big enough, I've got a cold breeze on my back. I'm going to give her the blanket, give my niece the blanket. So I can't wait. It'll be probably at least a year by the time it's finished. But in my head, it is planned for her 5th birthday. She's only 2. So I have plenty of time. All right, Natalie, that's where I've got confused with the two Kims. Hey, Maribel from Puerto Rico. Justine saying they sell Dr. Pepper in Woolies now in the international section. That was the word I was looking for before, international. Thank you, Cherry, for joining us. Good night. Just dropped a stitch. Yeah. Thanks for joining the chat. Appreciate it. Oh, thank you, Nelly, for the Ravelry link. Any projects that I've made, okay, this is a lie. They're not all on there. Most of the projects I've made are on my Ravelry. I'm not that good at keeping that up to date, but I do try. It's also good for me to make notes on projects that I've made. Like I made the knitted jumper for my niece, the first one, followed the pattern. Well, kind of made the pattern up, but followed very loosely of a pattern. But then the second one I had to completely make it up again, so I needed somewhere to put notes, and that's great because I lose notepads and stuff. So hang on, guys, I'm having all sorts of problems here. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, I think the yellow and purple really looks good together. My niece is 2. She was 2 in April. Can you believe it? What? How is she 2 already? What is going on here? It's because I haven't cut my yarn off. I'm trying to cheat. I need to crochet a shoulder shrug. I did have a scarf on before, but I took it off because it was too warm. And now I'm cooling down. It's because I'm sitting still. apparently Woolworths, which is a shopping centre, a shop here, grocery store, has removed all product limits. Yay, hopefully we get, peeps don't go silly again. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Michelle says, if your soldier ends as you go, you wouldn't have any problems. I know. Stop it. Stop, stop with all your common sense. Ugh, now I'm losing stitches because I'm being cheeky. I crochet all my extra yarn that isn't enough for a project into a blanket I call the scrapster. Oh, if only I could just see the multiple. Only if you could just see the multicolor mess. I love those blankets that are just crazy. I love your scrapster name though. Yeah, it's like a memory blanket. You can look back at all the colours of the yarn. Like same with this. This is my niece's memory blanket. Not that she'll remember stuff, but I can. I can tell her what it used to be. And when she's old enough, she's got such a good imagination that when she's old enough, there might even be photos of her wearing the project too. So Kim Nelson's asking, do we want to hear something exciting? Nah. We don't like exciting news. Of course we do. Crochet Me Pink Kelly says, today was my baby girl's birthday. She turned 30 years old. OMG, I still can't believe it's been that long. Time flies, doesn't it? And happy birthday to your daughter. 30 is a good age. Kim Nelson is selling her boat today. Well, that's awesome. Congratulations. Kayla says she's found an awesome scrap blanket on Ravelry. I can't wait to try and put one together. What's the pattern called, Kayla? Oh wow, Justine's making a family blanket using birthstone colours, ruby, emerald, sapphire, etc. That sounds fun. I'm just making sure I haven't put like 6 stitches in the one hole. And my yarn just ran out, but lucky I got more. So when you're making a scrap project, do you plan your colours, or do you just sort of like put your hand in the bag and pour colour out and use that? Scrap blankets are supposed to be sort of random. I can't do random, even though it's a scrap. Like I don't plan my colours, all my colours, like for the next 20 rows or rounds, but I will plan sort of the next colour and go, I don't like that colour next to that colour, or etc. But I can find it hard to be random. The Felix blanket, that's Kayla's scrap blanket. We're going to have to go and check that out, I think. Justine says, sorry I'm talking too much as usual, but has anyone bought the mixed bag from Ice Yarns? Don't be sorry for talking too much, gosh. Put it in. Put down what you want to say. I have not bought the mixed bags from Ice Yarns. I know a lot of people do. Do you belong to the Ice Yarns Facebook group? I think it's something like Ice Yarns for crochet knitters, something like that. I joined it maybe a week ago, and there's heaps of projects that people post in there. And someone was talking about mixed bags the other day. Kim does organise random. Mrs. Stitch. More frogs, everyone. I got a feeling that I'm using number 3 weight yarn or an 8 ply, and I've got a feeling that one I've just started using is 10 ply or a number 4. Oh well. Not to worry. Tracy does minimal planning. I try to break it up, light and dark colors and balance variegated. Yeah, yep, same. I try not to put 2 dark colors next to each other. I think it looks nicer when there's not 2 dark colors next to each other. It makes the colors pop more, I think. Oh, was that the link, Natalie, for the Felix blanket? I'm going to have to go because we've been talking nearly 2 hours, Chantel. There's goal for you. Video goals. She's not watching. But every time Chantel from Fiberific does videos, Kim, not Nelson, is it? I'm getting confused. No, it's not Kim Nelson. It's, why can I not think of the last name? Anyway, Spanish Chick always says go for longer, chat for longer. But I think I'm going to make my 2 hours. Oh, thank you, Natalie. Yes, the Felix blanket is above. Kim Nelson says, I haven't bought a big mixed bag of 2 stitches again. Where am I? Haven't bought a mixed bag of ice yarns, but my mum gave me her ice yarns. Does that count? Yeah, well, if it was a mixed bag, I guess it does count. Thank you, Kim. Kim Scullen. Oh dear. Jess O's not on today. No, I don't know where Jess is. I didn't tell her I was going live, so she's probably busy. Busy working for me. Chantel's busy with the big wool show. So that's already started, has it? Oh yeah, it started today, right? Is that right, Natalie? Oh, I don't need any more yarn. Said no crocheter ever. Okay, it's on Friday to Monday. Oh, Tony has to be careful when she makes a scrap blanket because she's got a little kitten that whisks away all the yarn balls. Oh, that's so cute. Annoying, but cute. Gaze Crochet has never made a scrap blanket. You don't usually have scraps. Do you not have like little leftovers from a project, or are you just the perfect planner and you have the right amount every time? Fee from Oz says, I went to order ice yarns on their website, but I nearly died at the shipping. Yes, the shipping is really expensive, but what you need to do is work out the price of the ball of yarn. So the variegated yarn, not variegated, the long color change yarns, they work out, so the more you get, the cheaper it gets. How convenient is that? So you've got to work out the average. So you've got to add the total of your purchase divided by the amount of balls that you're buying, and then see if that's cheaper than what you can get it in the shop. So the long not variegated, the long color change for me, where I am, is way cheaper to buy it, even though the shipping is more expensive. It's cheaper for me to buy it on ice yarns than it would be for me to buy it in Spotlight or any other craft shop. So some of the yarns, yes, they may be more expensive for what you could get in your local craft store, but for the long color changes, for me personally, it's way cheaper. Like the Magic Glitz. There's one called Rainbow. It's really pretty. So it sounds like people's cats love getting into yarn. So Kay says, I make other stuff with the leftovers, then add more if needed. Aren't you a good girl? What's everyone's... We'll keep chatting until 2 o'clock my time, which is 10 minutes. So what's everyone's favourite project to crochet? Like, do you love crocheting shawls, blankets, scarves? What's your favourite item to make? Mine used to be hats. I used to be on a huge hat making. I'm getting hungry. Can you tell? My words don't come out properly. I was really into making hats, and there's 4 stitches over here. Oh dear. Oh no, it was 3. I'm definitely getting hungry. I can't count. I can't talk. Michelle, the postage is quite expensive. Like, it's ridiculous. But because the yarn is so cheap, it balances out once you work out how much each ball is going to cost you. Kim Nelson's hiding 42 balls of eyelash yarn. My mum gave me it into the scrap corner to corner. That's a good idea. Do you not really like eyelash yarn? But it'll look really good in the corner. Michelle loves shawls and hats, and Kayla loves anything in the round. Kim Nelson likes making mandalas with beads, or mandalas, however you pronounce it. Wow, you guys are so busy and so creative. It's awesome. Justine just finished her 15th hat. Gave them all to my work college if they wanted it or not. If it's cold enough, they'll want it. Natalie's made lots of shawls, and yes, you have made lots of shawls. I've seen most of them. And they work out really, because they do work out really fast, but you're on a blanket kick now because you want something on your lap. That's what I've been doing. Like, this is only small, but just this part of it has been on my lap, and it's making my legs warm. It's nice. Which if you're in America, like, I don't want to be warm. I don't even want to think about being warm. Tracy's been making women's tops. That my hand's cold. That is so nice. Mildred likes making blankets, but last unfinished blanket has been in timeout for 2 years. It is cool. We've got cool weather. It's winter here at the moment, Kayla. I don't know what the temperature is there outside, but I would say it is roughly about, it's been between 10 and 15 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure. Hang on. Hey, Google, what is 10 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
10 degrees Celsius is equal to 50 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's been around 50 degrees during the day. So not freezing cold, but enough to put a jumper and a scarf. For me, this Aussie wimp that doesn't know what real cold weather is. Wow, it's 104 where Vicky is. Woof, that's hot. That's about 40 Celsius. Yeah, Justine's in the hills in Melbourne. You guys get cold down there. No, Kayla, you can keep your 100 degrees, thanks. That's too hot. Tony's going to make the Jessica shawl next. It's on her to-do list. May make one for my bestie. I want to expand my shawl making expertise from just basic triangle shaped shawls. Tony, if you have made a granny triangle shawl, you will be able to make the Jessica shawl and also the me shawl. The increasing is different to a triangle shawl, obviously, because you've got a different shape. It's curved rather than like a point. But I think you would be able to do it. With the Jessica shawl and the me shawl, stitch markers are your best friend. That's all I can say. You don't need too many. I think it's only 3 that you'll need, but yeah, stitch markers, even now, like I've crocheted a long time and I haven't designed the pattern, but stitch markers will be your best friend. Natalie, thank you so much for being our moderator, and Michelle, our moderators for today. I really appreciate all the links that you guys have been putting in. It lets me just sit here and enjoy enjoy chatting and crocheting. And if I'm looking for a link, I'm what's the word? I'm hungry. Have I mentioned that? It keeps me sidetracked and I can't talk at the same time. So it is, what time is it? Yeah, it's almost 2 o'clock. It's like 2 minutes to 2. So I am going to log off and go and get some lunch because it's late. for me to have lunch. Normally I eat lunch at about 12:30. Okay, so let's do a progress update. So when I started, I was on the first purple row, so in 2 hours. I've crocheted bugger all. I've crocheted 3 rounds. Normally I'd have probably 6 done if I wasn't, or probably more than that actually, probably 10. If I wasn't chatting so much and getting distracted and pulling out all my stitches. That's all right. Got some progress done on that. This is a very long-term project, so I don't mind at all. Pop that back in there, and where's the crochet hook? Shove that in the bag. We're just keeping it in this, what do you call this fabric? Tulle? No, it's not tulle. Organza, I think they're called. An organza bag I've got from somewhere. Sometimes when you order yarn off certain yarn companies, your yarn comes in one of these bags. I'd say it's from that. Yeah, thank you everybody for joining. Just having quick messages. Really appreciate everyone for joining us here on the chat. Give it a thumbs up if you want before you leave. Looks like most of you already have though. There's 85 thumbs ups, so that's brilliant. And we've got 54 people watching. One more just joined. So if you've just joined, you can always watch this on the replay. It will take a few minutes to upload to YouTube and appear in my videos. But again, thank you everybody for watching. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate everybody for joining and everyone watching my video tutorials. Remember, if you want to make a purchase via Amazon or Knitpicks or anything like that, on my website there is a section where you can see my favorite products and you can purchase through those links. It doesn't mean you have to purchase what I've told you that I like. You can purchase anything through that link. And I do make a little commission, like it's a small amount, like cents, like 20 cents, 30 cents, depending on how much you spend. It's a very small commission. Thank you, Natalie, for the link. And that helps me keep my video tutorials and written patterns free for you, because that's how I make my wage. Yeah, I think that's all I've got. I'm going to go have something to eat and go sit in the sun. Maybe, if it's warm enough. Thanks for joining, everyone. Until next time, happy crochet. Bye. How do we get out of here? Not by pressing that. I found it. See you later.